toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll try to pop the draw. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Gonna run it. It's gone. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The quick out. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy completion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And the defense had that one sniffed out from the start, but look at this. The offense back on the ball, going with some tempo. This defense has got to communicate fast and get lined up.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Looking for room. It's Martin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this. Breaks into the open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Panthers moving quickly to the line. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking downfield on first down. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on third down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Penn State.
They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Bennett. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
He's brought down.
These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on this.
And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
Give to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Panthers will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Goff. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. Pitt will line up to punt it away.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, Get your feet set at the sticks. Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
First and 10.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Picks up 9.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Bennett. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
The offense changing the play. They'll ride the hot hand. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Nittany Lions looking to convert on 4th down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll start this drive going to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Finding an escape route. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
The offense really needed some points to dig themselves out of this hole right before the half. What did they do? They turned it over. The worst thing they could do. Now they've dug themselves an even bigger.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll try the right side, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Steps away to find some room. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. A little screen to the running back. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Dumps it to the back. The throw to the outside is complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Brought down on the play at the 35-yard line. And first down for the offense.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll open the second half with a run. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They'll give it to him again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Martin. Turning it on! Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll leave it with him. Got a little space. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
To the ground with the back. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up by 21 over Vanderbilt. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working that left side now. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Pitt pushing the pace.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nothing but green grass down the middle. That's the 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive linemen? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Penn State! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Fakes to grab. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Panthers want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Pitt. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll move the wide receiver. Power football with the run. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Pitt right back to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, and he missed it. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Trying to get the corner on the jet sweep.
Well, the thing about the jet sweep is oftentimes it gets the defense confused. They can't find the ball, but not that time. Great job of eye discipline defensively, finding who had the ball, and then using their speed to get there to make a nice tackle.
So now it's 2nd and long. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. That's caught. It's Thomas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. Pitt pushing the pace. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Looking to throw again. Finds us back in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Sometimes you need a little luck off that right upright and through. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
Nice job making that field goal. You're down in possession here late in the game. You've got 2 timeouts in your back pocket. Do you trust your defense to be able to go out, get a stop, and get you the football back for one final shot? We're going to see.
On the run from inside his 25. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down, and the defense has no choice but to sell out to stop the run. Wants to go up top. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more.
He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Makes the catch, it's Thomas. Knocked off his feet. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Right on the money. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back open in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To throw again. Unloads to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27. Looking downfield on first down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the fourth quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This defense right now is not only fighting an offense with a lot of confidence, but they're fighting against momentum too. Remember, they had a big lead earlier in this game. Now it's been reduced to just one possession, so they've got to make some big plays here on pass defense. They've got to be able to cover.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Trying to beat the D deep. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been...